Hey guys, just gonna give you guys a minute to join in. Not sure what was going wrong with the other one, so I'm just gonna give you guys a minute. I'm just gonna go and grab my my holder, so hopefully you guys can find me. I don't know why I always have problems with the lives, but let me just go and grab something. Hopefully, okay. Leave a comment if you're in here. I'm just gonna grab my charger, not my charger, my thing. 1 second. Just gonna grab my TikTok stand. Hi, okay, so we have one person back. Sorry guys, I don't know what is going on there. I guess this is the peril of going live. Hello, hello. Don't know what went wrong with the other one, so let me just get everything back up and running, and then I'll be able to see all the comments, and it's all going to be great. 1 second. So we do have lots of empties to go through. Hello, Anna. Excited to have you guys here. Don't mind this angle. It's just while I reset up my tripod. I don't know what went wrong there. I had it all set up. I'm so excited to hang out with you guys. Let me make sure I can see the comments. Let's see. I guess I'm just gonna have to see them. Okay, I want to see live chat. There we go. Sorry guys, I don't know what went wrong, but we're gonna get it all sorted out. I'm just getting my TikTok stand up. Just bear with me for a minute. So I get my phone out of my case. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Okay. Here we go. Step 1 done. Let's move my computer. I had it all set up, but that's okay. It's all fine. We're gonna have a fun night. Let me just... Welcome to every angle of my beauty room. Okay. Just move this over. Bear with me, guys. Leave some comments so I know you're still here, and then we will get started. Let's put that angle down a bit. Everything just goes wrong whenever I try to do a live. Okay. And let's just adjust this height a little bit, and then we will get into all of the empties. I know on the previous stream, Grace had said that Gracie said that she has her wine and her popcorn. So, okay. Let's see how that works. Live chat. Okay. Let's just make this a touch lower, and then we will get started. This is a really great little tripod that I got off of Amazon. Okay, so good enough. Okay, so let's just move that out of the way. It's distracting. This is where I keep all of my hair stuff, which I was just using when I was getting ready. Okay, so I've got a ton of empties, but I'm just gonna have a sip of water first. Yes, so I did receive my items from Sephora, and I was going to do a haul last night, and then I made another order. And then I made another order. Then I maybe made one more, but each of those are like little one-item orders. There were things I found on sale in the sale section. Let me just put my computer somewhere where it's not gonna get hurt. Yay, okay, Gracie's found me. This is exciting. Okay, this is exciting. Someone's texting me right now. That's not gonna work. Go away, texting. Okay, so yeah, so I made several orders. I'm very excited about them. My main order arrived. Maybe I will grab it at the end of our empties, but I kind of just want to do one big haul, but I might do 2 small hauls. I don't really know. I did help my friends make more orders, so that was fun. Yeah, but I made a lot of orders for myself. So I'm just gonna tell you guys quickly what's on my face. I did keep these products out. Please don't fall. Hopefully the sound is good. I'm gonna have to figure out why it's just when I go live, because I was on Zoom on my computer today and there were no problems. Okay, so the main things I'm wearing, my eyeshadow palette today, I recently picked up Stone Cold Fox from ColourPop. And I have to say that after getting Natasha Denona Glam, which I've been using and I'm working on a video for you guys on, while this is pretty, it was kind of a disappointment compared to Natasha's formula. But I think that's just what happens when you start using nicer things. So, oops. And then the other things, main things on my face, we have the Hollywood Flawless Filter, which I'm just falling more and more in love with, shade Fair. And then we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Foundation in 120W. This is a luminous foundation. Been really enjoying that. I think it's just really lovely. I've got my Charlotte Tilbury products on my brows. And then, what else have we got? Just like a random lipstick. And I've been using like a cream blush bronzer that I'm testing out. So if I like it, I will share a little video. But it's just over there, the blush is the Rare Beauty one in the light pink shade. Okay, so I've got like tons of empties. So what I've kind of done is sorted them so that way our video is kind of thematic. One thing about doing lives, which is something I'm still getting used to, is the idea that, okay, when I film a video normally, I can cut out all the pauses, I can cut out anytime I have to go grab something, but you can't do that when you're going live. So first up, we're gonna do candles. So this is the Volupsa, is that how you say it? Rose Petal Ice Cream. It smells really good. I actually just finished this today. And what I love about these candles, other than the delicious smell, is once you're about halfway down, the way that like the bevels within the candle work is you get like the fire kind of like dancing, and you get like this beautiful almost like design coming through, and it's super pretty. So I'm gonna keep this. I might refill it with like my own candle. I might just use it for makeup brushes, but I think it's too pretty to throw out, so we're gonna keep that. Okay, so next up, not as cute packaging, but it's really nice. This is the Serendipity Candle Company. It's based in Collingwood or Blue Mountain, and this is their Jasmine scent, and it smells good. I really like Jasmine, which is why I purchased this one. So yeah, I liked it. Like, I'll probably repurchase it only because I go to Collingwood often enough, and it's kind of fun to like support a small business and like see their factory. So I like it, but like I'm not going to order it on their website. Next up, we have one of my favorites. This is Peppered Suede. There's still a little bit left in there, but I just don't really feel like melting it. Like, the candles don't burn anymore, but there's like a little bit of wax. And so this is White Barn Peppered Suede from, I love this one so much, from Bath & Body Works. I have like 5 of these under my bed ready to go, and I just love it. It smells like a really sexy men's cologne, so I love that one. It's especially enjoyable in like kind of like fall, winter. Like, I feel like I finished that one just after our last empties, and I do empties basically once my bins are overflowing, and I'm like, okay, like, you need to throw this out, so do an empties so you can throw it out. Okay, you haven't bought a candle since lockdown first started March. Okay, that's not true for me. I've bought several, like a lot. When stores were open in Ontario just before Christmas, I may have gone to the Bath & Body candle sale with my friend and bought like a dozen. These were from last year, so I'm trying to power through them. You've never finished a candle. Well, I have one more, and this one is Fresh Balsam. This is one of my favorite sort of December, January scents. It just smells like Christmas. And basically, I hope you can see, like, those little tiny nubs of wicks, they basically can't hold a flame for longer than like maybe a minute, and then it dies off. So this one's effectively done as well. So I finished up 4 candles because when I'm working from home, I basically just burn a different candle all the time. Okay, so now in terms of makeup I finished, super proud of this one. It looks nasty. Okay, I'm loving this candle conversation. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer. Fantastic concealer. I almost repurchased it during the sale. I use shade 2. It's all gone, which is super exciting. And basically, when I only had 2 uses left, the puff just broke off. I think I mentioned that in one of my previous videos, but the puff just like disintegrated. But the coverage, beautiful. I have to say this is probably one of my favorite concealers, so I definitely will repurchase, but there's a couple of categories of products where it's like I like the product, but it's not like a make or break in my like routine. Like, you know, I have other concealers. I'm wearing a concealer right now, so I want to get through a couple more concealers and then I will come back and repurchase this one. So hopefully later this year, but I just don't, I don't know. I have so many concealers that it just seems like a waste of money. Okay, so next up, this one made me really sad. This is the Ambient Luminous Light Correcting Primer in the shade Luminous Light from Hourglass. And I used this in my most recent Shop My Stash because I noticed that the end had like, you can see it's kind of gross, had like popped. And so I went to use it. And yeah, I went to use it and it was like curdling on my face. It was gross. So I think it went bad. And to me, if it's broken on the end and curdling on my face, like I didn't finish it up, but it's garbage. This one, I guess I finished up a long time ago. I don't even think they make this anymore. This is the hello. I don't quite understand the whole thing, but I see the hola and I see the como. So hello, how, something. Hi, welcome. I'm sorry. If I wasn't live, I would Google it. So one thing I do, upon occasion, I do get comments on my videos in other languages. And so I always just Google translate it so that way I can reply back. But I would Google translate it, but my Googling device is occupied by me right now. But hello and welcome. So I don't think they make this anymore. Oh, is it Portuguese? That's a good question. Please answer that in the comments. This is not made anymore, as I've been trying to tell you. This is the Dior Skin Star Foundation. I really enjoyed it. I basically used it all up, even though it doesn't look like it. If you look on the back, you can see it's like all the way down to there. And I tried to pump it and nothing came out, so I don't know when I finished that, but I tried to use it the other day and it was all gone. So this is a product I didn't even know this could end up in an Empties. But this is my Tarte Bamboo Foundation. Absolute favorite foundation brush. I use this, I did repurchase, we'll get to that, but I use this basically every single day. It works with any foundation. I did use a sponge today. There are some foundations that I really like with sponges, but this one, it just works. It just works. And yeah, so anyways, I've had this foundation brush for like 4 years and it started about a month ago. You can see that beautifulness there, but it started shedding on my face. As I would like rub around, it would like shed. And that was not an enjoyable experience. It was just uncomfortable and I found like brush hairs on my face. And so I told myself that I've had this brush for years and it lived a good life and it put up a good fight and we appreciate it and we love it so much that we are going to replace it. So I did replace this brush a couple of months ago. Again, I think that happened shortly after my last Empties. So love that brush. It's my favorite. Yeah, and that's exactly it. Like I had it for like 4 years and I really feel like I got my money's worth. And I was like, it's not a dysfunctional product if it, like after 4 years, it's not like Tarte made a bad brush. It's that after 4 years, ooh, we'll talk about it in a minute. I love that. But I was like, after 4 years, if the brush has lived its life, I think that is a wonderful lifespan for a product to be used multiple times a week for multiple years. And so that is why I'm okay with letting it go. And I've replaced it with a new one and it's like back in my brush pile over there and I'm a happy camper. I also love IT Cosmetic brushes. I have one foundation brush from them. I really like it. And I do want to get that iconic one. I will get it at Shoppers on 20 times the points one day. So yes. Okay. I'm gonna say I think it looks like a princess and you want to know what makeup I'm wearing today. So I did mention that earlier. I hope that's right. I'm just guesstimating based on words that kind of a little bit look like French. And I believe we determined it was Portuguese. I'm wearing the ColourPop Stone Cold Fox palette, which I like, but not as much as the Glam palette. And then my base is right here. Shaking. For my base, I have Hollywood, I was gonna say Charlotte Filter, Hollywood Flawless Filter in shade 1 Fair by Charlotte Tilbury. And then we also have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Foundation. I'm shade 120W. This is the Luminous Foundation. I think it's beautiful. Brazil. Love Brazil. I would love to go to Brazil. And the last makeup empty, I haven't decided what we're going to do. because it is this beautiful palette that I've hardly touched, and it's custom, and I put it together all by myself. I just probably need to buy a Z palette for it. But I stepped on it because it fell, and yeah, so yeah, that was unpleasant. So I'm gonna keep the eyeshadows, but just sad to see the palette go. Okay, give me a second to just put this first bin down and grab our next one. Yeah, it was very disappointing. Also, that palette is, again, years old. There's things, I've been using this on my hair. Use this on my hair today. Really enjoy it. Okay, let's fix ourselves up a bit, have a sip of water. This is an old pickle jar because it's my biggest water container. Okay, let's keep this moving. It's so much easier to keep your videos moving quickly when you are in person. Oh, I've stepped on hair straighteners. That is more painful and more expensive. Speaking of hair straighteners, we have this bin, which I'm broadly putting in the hair category. I'm definitely not opposed to wine, but maybe I'll do wine on my next video. But I find when I'm talking a lot, what I really just need is just like buckets of hydration. Okay, so we're gonna start with a iconic product that is covered in my hair. This is very attractive and wonderful to share with the internet. Okay, so this is the Baroggio Don't Despair Repair Honey Moisture Deep Conditioning Mask. So Alana Rama, who is a moderately more famous Alana based in Toronto, I say moderately, she has like 600,000 subscribers and I have like 5,000. So like we're basically in the same league. She spells her name with 2 L's. I'm 1 L. I'm 2 N's. She's a 1 N. So a little disagreement there, but we do agree on this. So I love the candid moments. It's okay. Love you. Okay, so this is beautiful. This is an amazing hair mask. It smells delicious. It is only available in a set they do on the holidays, which you get this and then basically deluxe size minis of their 2 other permanent masks. Alana Rama, who probably has a little bit more sway with the good people at Baroggio. They have sent me products before though. Anyways, she has asked them to make this permanent. She's like constantly begging. I support her in that endeavor. I really, really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. It smelled delicious, made my hair feel great. If this was available all the time, I'd purchase it. But then the other part says, like, what if it was available all the time? Like, would it feel as special? I don't know, but it's so cute. Okay, so that one we're gonna put in the bigger bin down there. Okay, so another product that I have in all of my empties is the L'Oreal 8-Second Wonder Water. This is basically supposed to be a dupe. Yes, you should try it next Christmas. This is supposed to be a dupe of an Olaplex product. Now, in my upcoming Sephora haul, there is some Olaplex, but this is fantastic. Because I have long hair, it has like 20 ml along the side. I use basically 2 shots, so I use 40 ml. And you just leave it in, massage it in, and it leaves my hair silky and soft. And I basically always have one of these in my empties. I use it probably every other week. Okay, what else have we got? So this one I was kind of on the fence about. This is the Smoke and Mirrors Conditioning Cleansing Oil by IGK. I tried conditioning cleansing once. It didn't really work for me. I tried using it as a conditioner. It wasn't that great. So I just basically emptied it in the shower. So I would not repurchase this. But there's lots of other IGK products that I do enjoy. This one I loved. Ooh, I almost bought that, but then added Olaplex 3 and 8 on my loves list instead. I want those first. Yeah, I bought 8. I really like it. Did I buy 3? I think I actually bought both. I think I bought 3 and 8. I think it's 6 that I decided to save for later. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Happy to have you here. Leave lots of comments. So this is the Kerastase Nutriev shampoo. Fantastic. I love it. This is one of my absolute favorite shampoos. Incredibly expensive. I did pick this as my... Okay, we will get to that in a moment. I did pick this as my birthday gift, so I have another one coming. Love it. And this is basically the same thing. Full size. It was sent to me in PR. Absolutely love it. And if they want to send me things forever and ever and ever, I'm seeing... It felt like there was a little left, but there's not. Anyways, love this. Would use this forever. So how would I describe my hair? Okay, so let's start with my hair and then we'll get to how I am. So this is my hair. cute look there. I have a lot of it. I'm trying to just show you how much of it there is. The ends are not in the best shape right now, mostly because haircuts have been basically illegal in Ontario for about a year. There was a period, I guess, there was a period when they were available, and no, I've had one haircut in the last year. I normally get like one every 6 months. So normally I do like my birthday in October. My birthday's this month. So normally I would have got a haircut in like March or April. And what I'm also really not enjoying is some of these little pieces in the front. Like these are my bangs, and they like go down to like my boob basically. And I prefer my bangs to be like maybe like here, kind of a little more face framing. So that part's kind of frustrating, but it's very long. My individual hair strands are thin. However, my hair is very dense. So for the longest time I thought I had thick hair, but I don't. I have thin, like fine, dense hair. Never been color treated. It's my natural color. Any of the highlights are just from sunshine. And it's otherwise pretty healthy. I do really place a priority on moisturizing it, and yeah. Anyways, I hope that all helps. It gets a little frizzy. I definitely am mindful of frizz, and especially because I'm filming on YouTube, I just feel like maybe like a normal amount of frizz that you wouldn't see every day. And honestly, even being on Zoom every day for work, like I just see like frizziness in my hair and I'm like, oh, I feel like I look so unprofessional. And I'm sure that nobody else is thinking about that, but I am, and it bothers me. So frizziness is kind of another thing I'm keeping an eye out for. And how am I? I'm good. I've been better. Toronto's in a lockdown. Cabinet met today, so we should have an announcement tomorrow. And I think they are talking about a possible curfew. So, you know, it's not like the best. I understand why. I want us to be safe. I want this all to be over so we can just go back to living our lives in a healthy way. Obviously, I don't want anything bad to happen to anyone. But I think everyone in Ontario is just tired. And I'm just tired. Yeah. But you know what? This kind of feels like hanging out with people. And, you know, we're all trying our best, right? So what can you do? I did make a curbside pickup order from Hermes from their new blushes, so I'm going to be reviewing those this weekend too. So, you know, there's still like shopping to do. Okay, so let's get back to hair products, and then as comments come up, we'll just keep going. This is from my all-time favorite lines. This is the Aveda Cherry Almond line. This is their leave-in conditioner. I'm just going to smell it again. Oh, man, it just smells so good. I basically determined that this leave-in conditioner plus their shampoo and regular conditioner are either that or the Kerastase are basically the only two products. Yes, we will talk about the blushes. Basically the only two product lines that I like want to use in my hair forever and ever as their regular shampoo and conditioner. They are quite expensive, and one of the joys of being a blogger is being sent products, and one of the challenges is my bathroom is overflowing with so many different random shampoos and conditioners. So I'm not buying any more shampoo or conditioner, and I'm not like actively pursuing PR that goes in my shower. I mean, if it comes, like I'm happy to try it, but I'm not really I'm just like dying with the amount of shower products I have. So once I finish up all of those, I will repurchase this and the matching shampoo and conditioner. It's a very long-winded answer to that question. Okay, the Hermes Blushes. Oh my goodness. So I'm getting two. One of them was I was at a like a client briefing. It was almost like a PR event, but it was for like clients about the Hermes Blushes, and oh my goodness, I was like watching it. It was so cool. And one of the shades was supposed to be an Asia exclusive, and Holtz at Toronto really advocated to get it, and so the Hermes boutique at Holtz on Bloor Street has it. So I purchased it, obviously. And then I also have the Rose Ombre. I was gonna say Rose Poudre. Rose Ombre, which is a very pretty sort of neutral pink shade. I think it'll look kind of like what I'm wearing right now, which is basically all I want to wear in blush. I have that one on hold. Or no, not on hold. So I purchased it, and I'm curbside pick-upping it tomorrow at the Hermes boutique. So maybe that'll help towards my purchase history of getting a Birkin one day. Not anytime soon. Like, not anytime soon at all. But, you know, every little bit helps on that purchase history. Okay, so more hair products. This one was one that I didn't know existed. Are you able to make $1,000 face video? Totally. Like, probably most of the faces I do. But leave some comments in there about what you'd want to see in a $1,000 face video. Yes, I can do that. I could probably even do like $1,000 of Charlotte Tilbury on its own. But let me know what you'd want to see in that video. I'd be happy to do that if you find it fun. I could also do like $1,000 face versus like $100 face and like split it. Let me know. Basically everything behind me, like this desk is full of makeup. I've got 2 Alex 9 drawers over there full of makeup. I'm swimming in it. I totally would. If I could give you a makeover, first of all, not that I would like go to anyone and be like, hi, you need a makeover. But, okay. So first of all, if I could give you guys makeovers, I would. Something I actually did over Christmas, before Christmas, is one of my friends, her sister-in-law wanted to like get back into the dating pool. And so I actually did 5 1-hour one-on-one Zoom tutorials with her. And I just basically, you know, together we figured out what a fair rate was. And she paid me gift cards to Saks, and I put that money towards paying for my Speedy, which was great. This is my Speedy. I love her. We're very happy together. And didn't pay for like a lot of it. I paid for most of it with Christmas money, but you know, every little bit helps there. And we did 5 1-hour one-on-one lessons where I audited her makeup bag, we picked the products, and it looked great on her, and she was very happy. So I've done that. I've also actually, helping friends with makeup is, I think, something really special to me, and it has been a way that I've sort of made friends. So like one of my dearest friends, she and I basically bonded when she used to come into my office, and I would basically like, she would be like, oh, how'd you do your eyebrows? And then she'd show me how she did hers, and I'd be like, you should throw that all in the garbage. And then I helped her, and I'd like to say, if you saw my tweet when I said like I provided the inspiration that my friends needed to buy more makeup in the sale, that was that friend. So I love helping people one-on-one with their makeup. If I could do it for everyone, I would, but I do it on YouTube because it gives me that chance. So how's that for an answer? Okay, so I used this Nivea Rose and Almond Oil. I thought I would love it because I love almond, I love rose, I love floral, I love almond, I love jasmine. And for me, for a body wash, like, my expectations are pretty low. Like, does it not make my skin uncomfortable, which we're gonna get to? Like, does it leave my skin feeling nice, and does it smell good in the shower? And this, I would put thoroughly in the it was all right category. Thought it was pretty good for drugstore options. I don't love it enough that I would like actively go and repurchase it. Again, I'm drowning. I was gonna say swimming. I'm drowning in shower products. So I want to use those up. But like I'd repurchase this again, especially if it was on sale. I would tell my mom to buy it. It's good. Let's give it a quick smell. Yeah, I'd reuse it. Also, what I didn't love is it's so big. And like there's only so much space in my shower. So something I did love, however, was the Snowflakes and Cashmere by Bath and Body Works. This shower gel, first of all, it smells delicious. It smells like a really sexy vanilla. What does it even tell us what's in there? What's the scent? Vanilla, cashmere cream, caramel woods, and frosted clementine. Basically, it just smelled like a really sexy vanilla. And when it says like a cashmere cream caramel woods, it really just felt like the scent like hugged you in the shower. It smelled so good. Yes, this is fantastic. This limited edition only available at Christmas. So next Christmas, am I gonna buy like 8 bottles of this and wear it like forever? Yes, I am. Am I devastated that I only discovered how much I love this scent after it was no longer for sale? Yes, I am. But it smells delicious. And I also, this is like really nitpicky, I love the size of the bottle because there's only so much room in my shower, and like I have to compete with my husband for bottles and like shaving cream and space, and I feel like this is a very efficient use of space if we want to be like obscenely particular. What else have we got? Okay, this was all right. Mary Kay Satin Body Revitalizing Shea Scrub. I liked it. It was good. My preferred ones are a little bit more like sugar in oil sort of thing. This was more of like a cream, but it was nice. I liked it. I'd use it again. Okay, so something I absolutely hated. Like, I didn't know that I could hate a product this much. If you ever find a favorite dupe that smells high-end perfume that smells the same, you need to know. Been actively smelling a dupe every time I go to Shoppers. Okay, this, I'm just putting this out there, and I no longer own this perfume for a variety of reasons. try Givenchy's Haute Couture in the pink bottle. Just try it. I'm not sure. I have no scientific reason that would lead me to say that, and I obviously can't research it because I'm live here with you right now, but try that one. That was my favorite perfume in high school. And if you ever hear of scent memory, I just find like that was like the perfume that I really associated with my long-term high school boyfriend. And then like a year or two after we broke up, when I was like just starting to date my husband, like I would like occasionally, I have like, here I'll like, I don't know if I can show you this. I've got, if you see that there, I've got like a bajillion perfumes. Hope that wasn't too quick. Please don't fall. Let's just fix that up. Okay, so I've got like, yeah, I could see Cashmere Mist being a good one. I will smell that one. Yeah, I've got like 15 perfumes and then probably like another 10 over there. And I just had so many perfumes, and every time I'd smell that one, even though I really loved it, it just reminded me too much of my high school boyfriend. And I just didn't like being reminded of that when I was so happy getting to know my new boyfriend. And so I have a wonderful husband, and I just don't need that perfume in my life, so that's why I don't own it. So this I absolutely hated. This is a Spongelli, and it was so drying. I don't even remember what scent it was. I don't think it matters. It was so drying. Okay, I've never heard of that one. I will look it up. It was so drying on my skin. Like my skin was literally like nearly itchy when I got out of the shower. You know, normally my skin when I get out of the shower, like I have dry skin. And so normally after I get out of the shower, I'm like fine for a bit. And like my face is normally fine for a bit, you know, until I can like get to my moisturizer or get to a body lotion. And normally I don't actually use body lotion after I shower, but that one made my skin so dry and uncomfortable that I literally had to like run into my room here and grab like the closest body lotion I could and just start slathering myself. So I would never buy those again. Those are trash. Sorry if you love those, but did not work for me. Would never try again. Really enjoyed this by L'Oreal. This is their Total Repair 5. Okay, so see, here's the thing with Spongellis. Like, I'm glad they work for you. They were literally awful for me. But like, you can get them in FabFitFun and in FabFitFun add-ons. You can also order off their website. Looks legit. And so I had ordered it like as a FabFitFun add-on because everyone hypes them up, but they just did not work for me. So my mother-in-law loves them. Okay, this one here, really enjoyed this. This is probably my favorite affordable / drugstore leave-in conditioner. Always like a $4 boxy add-on. I love boxy add-ons. I've got some great boxy add-ons. Another video. And anyways, I really like this. Leaves my hair soft, feels like nourished, replenished, feels good. You know, put it all over my hair. I go through a lot of leave-in conditioner because I have that much hair. Okay, deodorant. I used up this Dove Advanced Care Cool Essentials Fresh. It was fine. I would repurchase it if it was on sale, but not pay full price. Not my favorite, but like not the worst. I have other deodorants I much prefer. So that's my deep talk on deodorants. This I got in a FabFitFun. This is Intelligent Ingredients Plant Stem Cell Refining Micro Polish. This was nice. My preferred scrub is the Ulla Henriksen walnut scrub. I'm sure there are many skincare people out there who are going to be like, oh, like don't use it, micro tears. I don't notice anything. It works great on me. It's a lot more soft and gentle than the dreaded St. Ives scrub. I used to use that when I was younger. We all make mistakes. I'd use it again, but I wouldn't, like if this was an option in a FabFitFun and I felt indifferent to all of the other options in that category, I would pick it. If this was an add-on that was say under $10, I'd probably grab it, but there's no way I'd pay full price or like seek it out. I feel like that way. Yes. Okay. So when I said that I made several more orders of things that were on sale, it's because my beloved walnut scrub was on sale and it was $37 down to $25, 20% off me at $20. And I'm terrified that because people are canceling like the St. Ives scrub and like anything that might leave a micro tear, I'm terrified that they're like gonna cancel that scrub, which I love. So I have one backup. And then I ordered one in the sale in my order that's coming. And then I noticed it was on sale, so I ordered 2 more. So now I have, and I'm about 2/3 done my current one. So I'm basically going to have like 4 backups because I'm really worried that they're going to cancel it. I I've been using that walnut scrub since high school. I think I have pretty great skin. So I really like it. Love it. I remember in its old packaging, I brought that when, ooh, I have not heard of that one. Good to know. I've not heard of that, but I like it. Please tell me more scrubs that people like. I'm open, because I might be losing my favorite scrub. And I love that one so much. Like, I brought it when my husband and I went on our first trip together. We went to Ireland and Paris, like, oh my God, like, probably like 7 years ago. Like, I think 7 years ago. I think we've been together 8 years this month. I'm gonna tell you another product I love that was canceled when we get to my next box. Anyways, I brought it with me on our first trip to Europe, and like, I remember using it. Hello, welcome. I remember using it in this awful shower in a hostel in Dublin that didn't have hot water, and it was like early March and we were freezing, and I was like under this freezing cold, frigid water. It was like pelting my back. I had the worst, being in Ireland was incredible, but that hotel was awful. It was like this cold water pelting my back, and I'm like hunched over in the corner, just like rubbing my face with the scrub, and yeah, a lot of memories attached to that scrub. Okay, now this one, it's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product. I purchased this at Ulta 2 years ago. Normally every summer. I'm from Ireland, I understand. Okay, we're gonna talk about Ireland more in a minute. Love Ireland. My grandpa's from Ireland. So it's a 10. Purchased this at an Ulta in Ohio, because every year, except for last year and except for this year, hey Andy, I'm coming to Holt's tomorrow to pick up an Hermes blush, so maybe you'll be there. Andy works at Holt's on Bloor at the Chanel counter. She's everyone's favorite Chanel lady, so go visit her. Anyways, I purchased this when I went to Ohio. Normally every summer my husband and I, yeah, okay, I'm gonna tell you about that. If we're gonna talk about that, okay? It doesn't have to just be empties. We're hanging out. This is like girls' night, okay? But I'm gonna finish this one really quick, and then we're gonna talk about that budget vacation, because it's super funny and I think about that trip a lot, and Ireland. So anyways, purchased it at Ulta in the States. Normally every summer my husband and I go to Buffalo for a weekend, and we just like we go to all of the stores that we can't go to in Canada. We go to like Olive Garden, we go to like Target boutique, as I like to call it. Like, we just have like a really fun US box store weekend. And so we went to one in Ohio, and I bought this, and I was like, oh my gosh, the full size is so expensive. There's no way it's that good. And I'm like, it can't be that good. So I bought the mini, and then it was that good, and then I couldn't find it in Canada, and I recently found it at Shoppers Drug Mart, and I repurchased it in the full size, and I'm using it and I'm loving it. So can't recommend this enough. This truly is a 10. Okay, we're gonna pause for a second on these empties, and I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about that budget student trip. So it was kind of funny. I'm gonna try to tell it as quickly as I can, but if you guys keep commenting about it, I will talk about it longer. So we went when I was in second year university. I got invited to go to a conference in Dublin, and I went to my mom, and I'm like, Mom, like, I've been invited to this conference. And my mom's like, well, you know, I don't really want you going alone. Like, I'd feel a lot more comfortable if you went with somebody. So I went to my boyfriend of just shy of a year. I guess at the time we were planning this trip, we'd been together for 6 months. So it's a very logical thing to do. And I went to him, and I'm like, hey, like, do you want to go to Ireland? And he was like, sure. And so his parents were over the moon that we wanted to go to Ireland together. So they were like, we'll pay for his ticket. We'll help you with the hotel. So I come back to my mom, and I'm like, perfect. I found someone to go. I found someone to split the cost. I'm like, so Mom, like, I found someone to go with me on this trip. And my mom was like, who? And I'm like, oh, like, my boyfriend Stuart. And she was like, that's not what we meant. Like, we wanted you to find a girl to go with. I'm like, okay, well, how about we go with my boyfriend? He'll split the cost. We'll only need one room. And yeah, so my parents didn't love that part. But we went, we had fun, and of course he kept me safe, because I can't have a young woman traveling alone by herself. You need a man to protect her. And it was really funny, because on the flight there, he lost his phone. We don't know if it was stolen, we don't know what happened. And so then he inputted all of his contacts from his phone into my phone. And so, like, for the longest time, his mom was saved in my phone as Mom, but my mom was in my phone as Mom. It was kind of confusing. And so, yeah, anyways, we had a really good time. We landed in Dublin, and then we stayed in a really shitty hostel. but like we were poor students. So we stayed in this really shitty hostel, and it didn't have hot water, and it was so cold, and we thought that we were getting like a double bed to share, but it was actually bunk beds. So like we get off this flight, we're sweaty, we had missed our connecting flight, like Stuart didn't have a phone. We're like, oh, we're gonna have a hot shower and like go to bed. So yeah, right, he needed me to protect him. I was so helpful. And then we took a paddy wagon tour, which was a lot of fun, which was like a little bus tour, and we did Galway and Cork, I think. Oh no, sorry, one day we did a day trip with paddy wagons up to Giant's Causeway, where my boyfriend slipped and cut his hand open, so that was great. But we got some really pretty pictures, and I had a great time. That was in the Northern Ireland, and then we went back, and then that was like the next night in the hostel. Then we got on the paddy wagon tour, and we went to Galway, where we stayed in a bed and breakfast, and the lady who was there congratulated us on our honeymoon, and we were like, whoa, like we've been together for a year. I'm 20. Yeah, so, you know, there was that. But we had a wonderful time. We loved it. We went to Galway, went to Cork, we went to just like so many historic places. And then we were back in Dublin for 2 days. Went to Phoenix Park, which was really special to me because my grandpa grew up in Ireland and he immigrated to Canada when he was 20. And when I was a kid, he was always telling me about Phoenix Park, and like he was just telling me about all these places. So it was really cool to see these places that I'd heard so much about as a kid just come to life, you know. That was really cool for me. And that was also really meaningful because my great grandparents are buried there. I believe it's Glasnevin, the really big, maybe my friend from Ireland can tell me if I'm remembering the name of the cemetery correctly, but it's a large cemetery outside of Dublin. And so that was really special because nobody had visited them in a long time, and like came back, my grandpa was like crying when I told him about it. And so yeah, that was really cool. And then we went to the conference, and we stayed in a really nice hotel, like on the like a pier or wharf or something. It was like on the river. It was very nice. And then unfortunately the cheapest way home from Dublin, like to Toronto, involved flying home through Paris. And then if we're gonna be in Paris with my boyfriend, like of course we should stay 2 or 3 days and then fly home. So that's what we did. And then we stayed in a hostel there as well, but we booked a private room, and it was kind of neat because we basically stayed in like the most, yes, Glasnevin in a minute. So we basically stayed in this, like the nicest hostel in Paris, I'd say, but it was this really terrible neighborhood. And then we stayed in the nicest room. So we had a private room. So we had like the luxurious hostel experience, which was like right on that border of being like a really nice hostel or a really crappy hotel. But it felt like paradise compared to the one we stayed at in Dublin. So that was cool. And then we went to Versailles, and that was amazing. And I felt like a princess and took some cute pictures of the Eiffel Tower. It was great. And then we went back to Europe a couple of years ago. We did like a slightly upgraded version. We were supposed to go to Europe last summer, we canceled it. We're supposed to go this summer, we canceled it. We've rebooked it for next May. So if we get to go next May, it'll be like the luxurious version because we won't be poor students. And yes, visiting Glasnevin was really, really special. It was so meaningful to me to get to visit my grandpa's parents and for him to know that we left flowers. It was a very meaningful experience. So back to the empties until more topics come up. Jasmine and Henna Fluff Ease from Lush. Love this. Smells kind of weird, but kind of good. It like smells like herbally. You put it on your hair, all like root to tip, and then you leave it in there for at least half an hour before you like wash it out. So love this. And it also, I feel like it brings out the red in my hair. So one product that didn't really work for me was the Moroccan oil. Yes, I have a funny Lush story. The Moroccan oil color depositing mask in rose gold. It left my hair comfortable, but my hair is just too dark for that color. So I am going to try it in a brighter pink. I'm going to be like Madeline, and we can be like pink twins. This Pistache Skincare Pistachio Oil Body Butter. Really enjoyed this. Got it in an Ipsy, used it all up. So always nice to actually use up products we get in subscription boxes. We've got a mini Moroccan oil body polishing scrub. I think I got this in some kind of like Sephora, like a little, like, you know, spend $55. One second, missmelling Lush. Yes, it's just because these go away so quickly. Yeah, let's talk about lockdowns in a minute. Sorry, it's just if I don't respond to the comment verbally, then it like disappears. So we'll talk about lockdowns once I'm through these 5 items. So this Moroccan oil body polishing scrub, really nice. I enjoyed it. I love the Moroccan oil smell of products, but but I probably wouldn't repurchase it because I just don't think a high-end body scrub is really worth it. And kind of same goes for this body scrub. Also a scalp scrub from Way. Smelled nice. Let's smell again. Yeah, it smelled good. I like that it had like a really chunky sort of sugary salty thing going on. That was great. The Barogio Farewell Frizz. This is a leave-in conditioner. You know, I like this, but I find that it doesn't leave my hair as soft as I like. So I have a couple more travel size ones that I'll use up, especially if I'm ever traveling again. Or even if I can visit my parents, I would use those up. But I don't think I'd purchase full size. The Verb Hydrating Mask, liked it. I don't know. It was only like, I got like 2 uses out of it. So I don't recall fully, but like it wasn't like knock my socks off. It was like an average mask. This one, if you are a fan of the Sol Janeiro Bum Bum Cream, this is the same scent, but it is a hair mask. I actually really enjoyed this. I actually don't really care for the Bum Bum Cream, but I really enjoyed it as a hair mask. So I'm just going to put these in the bin and grab my next bin, and we'll talk about lockdowns for a minute before I get started on our next one. So just so you know, this is our last bin of empties. Lots going on there, but before we dig in, so, was it my friend who commented about everything being locked down? Are you in Ireland? Leave a comment. So, we are in, or where are you? It's hard because like the comments only pop up for like a second or two. So, it's hard to get all the info. I just try to get the main part of the comment here. Not the best value, but minis are the way to go for tons of items. 100% agree. And a lot of my minis, either come from Ipsy or they come from... Every time I make a Sephora order, I'm the kind of person who orders like 1 item per order, so that way I can maximize the number of deluxe samples. Okay, you're in Iowa, USA. Okay, so I'm in Toronto, Canada. Today we had 5,000 COVID cases in Ontario, which I believe is a record for us. It's incredibly high. Okay, minis in a second. Just keep the comments coming so that way I know what to talk about next. It's really helpful for me to have prompts. Otherwise I feel like I'm just talking to myself and just hoping people like it. So we have a lot of cases in Toronto and in Ontario. Toronto is considered a bit of a hotspot, so is our neighboring region of Peel. And there are other hotspots across the province. So we were pretty locked down until Christmas. Toronto, it was kind of weird because before Christmas, Toronto stores were closed, but you could shop in like, and Peel was closed, but you could like shop in the York region. It was kind of weird. And then after Christmas, there was a province-wide lockdown that lasted, I want to say like a month. It's hard to say because the Toronto one just kept on going and going, but overall it was about a month. Gracie, maybe you can correct me. I know you're in a different region of Ontario, but then what ended up happening was things started to open up. And so once things opened up, that's where you're going to see my shopping at Louis Vuitton vlogs. That's where you're going to see my shopping at Kate Spade vlogs. That's where you're going to see that, like, me living my life again. And then last week, it's all, honestly, time is just a blur right now. But last week, they instituted a province-wide stay-at-home order. And before that, they, like, patios were open for, like, a week, but then they closed them. And so then they had, like, province-wide stay-at-home order, and then we're still living in that. That is set to expire at the end of April, but I expect it will continue. So I'd actually booked, nope, I'm all correct. Sudbury is the hotspot in Northern Ontario. Makes sense, because Sudbury is, I mean, it's very far, but it's a lot closer than Timmins or Sault Ste. Marie. It's just been tough, and it's been tough to follow. You know, I feel really bad, like, you know, people like Andy who, you know, are, like, have to, like, go into work and then, like, do the curbside. Like, it's all terrible. And, you know, I hope the vaccines come out. About a couple weeks ago when things were starting to open up, when I did that Kate Spade shopping vlog, first of all, one of my dearest friends and I, we both took a day off work. We went shopping together. We had so much fun. Oh, that's hard. Okay, I'm going to address that in one moment. So yeah, so basically, like, we had so much fun. We went out to, have lunch on our patio. It was the first time we'd done that in months. It was just so fun, and, like, it was cold, but we were just so happy to have someone bringing us food. And so I was feeling really optimistic at the time. My birthday's at the end of the month. My wedding anniversary is the beginning of May. There's 5 days between them. And so my husband and I decided that we were going to go to Niagara Falls. And even if we just stayed in the hotel and just had takeout, you know, because it looked like it, I don't know. We just booked it because it was like free to cancel. And we're like, well, it looks like things are starting to open up again. Like, hopefully we can go. But now with this, like, the stay-at-home order, like, I mean, it's just obviously not appropriate to go. So we're going to have to cancel that. But seeing the parents thing, that, like, totally feel that. I'm so sad to hear that you just had a baby and then have been stuck in this. One of my friends had a baby in August, and I know it's just been so hard for her being stuck home. Yes, we will totally have a global trauma. It's awful. Yeah, sometimes my husband and I will joke. We'll be like, when we're grandparents, we'll be like, dear, when we were your age, we didn't have to wear the face masks to school. And then we'll imitate our future grandchild, who we jokingly called Timmy. And Timmy will be like, oh, Grandma, like, you always had to wear face masks. What are you talking about? And I'll be like, no, Timmy, we didn't have to wear face masks in the 4th grade. We have a lot of conversations like that, just like joking with each other. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It's interesting, and at the same time, I just feel like some countries like Canada are just so far behind on the vaccines that it feels like other people are getting out of it sooner. So yeah, anyways, I hope I'm able to travel next year. And, you know, my friend who just had the baby, I guess, well, the baby and my friend and I had a little distant picnic in the park a couple weeks ago, and it was so nice to see her. She's so cute. She's like 8 months old, and I really feel for new moms. And I was telling my friend this because it's like, you know, she doesn't get to have her mom come over. She doesn't get to have her sister come over. She doesn't get to, like, have friends to, like, help take her mind off it. Like, look, if I could babysit her daughter for her for a night, and her husband could go out for dinner, I would babysit her daughter in a heartbeat. You know, or even if I could just come over and, like, help her clean her house, like, anything that I could do to, like, help her in these early motherhood stages, I would. But it's like, we can't do that for our friends. And so I feel really bad for new moms. I think it's really tough to not have access to those support systems. And, you know, the not seeing your parents comment, like, I'm there with you. I've seen my parents since September, like, twice. Normally we go up to visit them. They're in like central, like, not quite northern, but like central Ontario, and normally we visit them once a month, and my grandma lives with them, and now it's like, can't do that. So that's tough. And, you know, I never thought I'd, like, miss being able to see my parents and grandparents. I just something we take for granted, you know. So anyways, I'm going to start on this next box, and as new topics come up, we will just continue to pause. I had mentally thought this would be an hour, but, like, I have nothing better to do, so hopefully you guys stick around. Oh, haven't had a date in over 2 years. Yep. And again, I feel so bad for the new parents, because it's like, any of those support structures who would come in and, you know, give you that opportunity for a date, or who would come in and, you know, just, like, help you out or whatever. Like, honestly, the biggest way I feel like I can help my new mom friends is just texting her funny things and just, like, being there, you know, even if we can't be there. Okay, so this is something I loved, and my husband loved it too. Like, he actually commented that he really liked this. This is Live Clean Fresh Snow Foaming Hand Wash. I need a sip of water. Maybe next time we wine, but I still need water to talk this long. Okay. So this fresh snow, we kept this spot in our kitchen, and we felt it did a really great job at, like, fighting, like, kitchen grease that's on your hands. So we really enjoyed it. Smelled good, comfortable, will repurchase. I mean, obviously this scent is a holiday scent, but I will purchase. I really like Live Clean products generally, and I will repurchase more of their foaming hand soaps. I actually tried to do that the other day at Shoppers, but they didn't have it, so I think I'd have to go to Walmart. Okay, so another, you know what, actually, let's finish up kitchen products, and then we'll get into hair. Is that a drugstore brand? Yes, that is a drugstore brand. I have no idea if drugstores in the States carry it, but I know Walmart carries it. So it's definitely not luxurious. Like, this was, like, probably, like, $5 to $7. It, if I recall correctly, is kind of on the slightly higher end of, like, a drugstore hand soap, but it's like under $7. And if you're in the US, it'd be like probably $5. Okay, so I'm going to keep this for the tin, but I did finish up, I purchased and finished these 2 Sloan teas. Both are 100 grams. This is their classic green, and this is their Jasmine Mist. I've enjoyed these both. Now that David's Tea doesn't really offer free shipping. Okay, so that didn't really work for me, but it's because apple cider generally doesn't work for me. But across the board, I do like their shampoos and conditioners. So those Sloan teas, now that David's Tea doesn't really do free shipping, and I know they had some challenges, I did purchase those, mostly because it was an opportunity. I mean, I drink a lot of tea, probably drink like 2 or 3 cups a day, but mostly because it was an opportunity for me to support a small business. So there's a small business up the street from me called Collected Joy. They have 2 locations in Toronto, and they sell Sloan tea. You wash my brushes with it? Okay, I've never thought of that. Noted. They have 2 locations in Toronto, and yeah, and Sloan's a Toronto-based company. The tea is delicious. Herbal teas are your jam. I'm definitely a green tea kind of girl. I don't mind white, but I'm definitely like green. If it's like, my favorite would be like any kind of like green tea jasmine mix. I'm like, yes. Like from David's Tea, the organic silk dragon mist. Love that one. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. It has like silk and green and mist. It's kind of, but love those 2. Will repurchase. From David's Tea. Oh, speaking of which, it's the Silk Dragon Jasmine organic. So this was 50 grams. Use that up. This is proof I drink a lot of tea. This was another 50 grams of that same tea, which I finished up. And then Butterfly Jasmine, which is my favorite David's Tea, another 50 grams. I always redeem that as my free one, which is probably why they're having financial troubles, because I do things like that. And this organic Geekero Yamashiro green tea, possibly my new favorite straight green tea. Just very smooth, easy to drink. I actually don't drink coffee. I've never had it. I don't care for it. If other people like it, that's fantastic. My husband doesn't drink it. We actually don't have a coffee maker, so I drink a lot of tea. I did not personally eat these, but these are Whiskas Temptations. They're a cat treat. This is their seafood medley flavor, soft inside, 2 calories per treat. So my cats finished those up. My cats really like treats. What cat doesn't? So I thought I'd just include those in the empties. Ooh, do I have more tea? Oh, we have more tea. I finished up so much tea. These are 2 more of that Silk Dragon Jasmine, so of 50 mils. So I think I finished 50 grams. I think I finished like either 200 or 250 grams of that until I drank that one a lot. So I still have a lot of it left, but I am incorporating more Sloan tea. I just got on no coffee. Yeah, so I've never had coffee before. I've never had macchiato. I've never had an iced coffee. I've never had like any coffee drink. I don't personally drink these. Yeah, not my jam, but my cats do like them. When I was a kid and I would trick or treat, I always thought coffee crisp tasted nasty. And then when I was in high school, as other people started to drink coffee, I just thought it smelled bad. And so I decided I was going to be a tea person because I thought tea was really classy. And obviously it worked. I drink a lot of tea. And from a caffeine perspective, like I drink a lot of Diet Coke. A lot of the green teas I drink are caffeinated. And I've just never liked the smell of coffee. Kind of really bugged my mom. Actually, we moved in. My mom's like, what kind of coffee maker are you going to get? I'm so happy to have found your channel. I have to run. It's 2 a.m. That's okay. Go to bed. I am so glad that you're still here. You can please go to bed and you can come back and watch the last of the empties. I'm glad you found me too. Have a good night. And I can't believe you stayed up until 2 in the morning to hang out with me. So I appreciate that. Yeah, so yeah, basically that's where the coffee thing is at. Nothing against it, but when we moved in, my mom's like, oh, what kind of coffee maker are you gonna get? I'm like, we're not going to get one. She's like, well, what about when I stay over? I'm like, Starbucks. There's one down the street. So I don't know, if we had a house and more counter space, like I would maybe get a Keurig or something. You burn coffee candles and see, I actively avoid coffee scented anything. I hate it so much. But like, hey, if other people like clearly the overwhelming majority of the planet likes it. You have a baby who's like, sleep again. Okay, good. Well, I try to do one of these a month. And what I found in the past is if it was just me talking, it's just kind of awkward. So I'm trying to like have a topic. That's why I offered up either empties or BoxyCharms. So we will keep on going there. On weekends, I drink coffee all day. See, that's me with Diet Coke. Diet Coke is my, like, caffeine. That is my thing. And yeah, so if I had a house, which hopefully will happen this year, I would totally get, like, a Keurig or something. So if my guests came over, I could offer them coffee. Like, I love hosting. I love being able to, like, offer things like that to people. But I just personally don't, it's not my jam. I'd rather have a tea. And also, not that I am, like, a crazy hardcore dieter person. I mean, COVID, like, have we eaten a lot of cookies? Like, maybe. I'm not gonna comment. Have we ordered a lot of takeout? I have no comment on that. But one thing I always kind of view is, for me personally, I don't really want to drink my calories. I'd rather eat them. Like, I'd rather have cake or pizza. I know, guests. It's so funny. Visiting parents, travel. It's like imaginary. For me, I just personally don't like drinking my calories. So I drink all my tea black. It's just how I like it, thankfully. Never had milk in my tea. Doesn't appeal to me. And I like my Diet Coke, and I like, you know, I don't mind water. I'm not really a big, like, drinker of calories. It's because I'd rather eat them. I think they're more delicious when they're donuts and pizza. Just saying. But, like, no judgment. That's just me. That's just me. And I think if there's anything you may learn about my channel is it's not, like, no judgment. Like, everyone should just live their lives and do things they enjoy. That's really, yeah. Calories are for cheesecake and fries. Yes, 100%. Like, why would I want to have, like, a sugary, creamy coffee when I could have cheesecake? Don't drink calories either. Wine. Yeah, I love wine. Like, wine, I feel like wine's, like, in a different category, okay? I do like my wine. You know, and the other thing is, like, whenever I'd look at, like a macchiato or, like, a chocolatey coffee kind of drink, it's like, why would I want that when I could just have hot chocolate? Like, I just want the chocolate part. So let's just have hot chocolate. I make really good hot chocolates. My husband and I sometimes have hot chocolates. More in the winter, but yeah. Let's talk makeup remover for a second until I see more comments. This is a Garnier Skin Active Micellar Water. I got this at the L'Oreal sale for $5, which was a great deal. It worked perfectly fine. I didn't really notice a huge difference between that and Bioderma, which we'll get to. But at its price, for the full price of this, it's not that different from Bioderma. So let's keep using Bioderma. But I like this. I do have actually a small one for travel, and so I will repurchase it in the very small size because it's very convenient to pack for travel. If you didn't know, I use micellar water to remove my makeup. So these are 2 Biodermas, and then I have another 2 on the go because I often buy them in, like, little 2-packs. Use these up, love them. I've been using Bioderma for literally a lifetime to remove my makeup. One thing that's very important to me is removing makeup before you go to sleep. So I also used up this Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover. Just bought La Roche. I like them too, actually. I do have some of their skincare, and actually I filmed it. I'm halfway through editing it, so it's not going to be tomorrow's video. Probably next week. I have worked out my skincare routine as a video, and there is some Roche-Posay in there. Yeah, this one is the oil-free eye makeup remover from Neutrogena. I like it. Honestly, I don't find it as any better or worse, quite frankly, than just using Bioderma on my eyes. I mean, maybe if you're the kind of YouTuber or... Ugh, my eyes bother me. Maybe if you're the kind of YouTuber or makeup artist who does, like, really intense makeup, you might need something more intense. But, like, I mean, I feel like my channel is very much about just kind of pretty, everyday, girly looks. Like, just pretty and polished for work or school or whatever you do in life. So I find I don't really need anything too intense. Although I do like a nice winged liner. Okay, let's talk about nail polish remover for a minute. So this is the one by Quo. This is the one I always use. It works great. Every time I honestly don't even think twice. I don't even think there's, like, I couldn't even name another nail polish remover brand. I just get this one at Shoppers. It works for me great. This is from Sally Hansen. This is a gel polish remover. I've gotten really into, actually I'd love to know if you'd like a video about this. I've gotten really into doing, not by choice, to doing my own gel polish at home. I feel like I've got that once or twice. Not a lot if I look like Adele, but I think she's super pretty, so I will take it. And welcome to my channel. I'll take it. I mean, I love a good winged liner. I love glowy skin. I think she's super pretty. I like her music. I've seen her in concert. So yeah, this gel polish remover, some of us want to buy every Charlotte quad instead of neon looks. Welcome to my channel. This is why I am here. We will talk about that in just one second. I'm just going to finish with this. Yes, what you said, 100%. This, I don't think it was the brand's fault. I just think that removing gel polish as an experience really sucks. So I have been just, yeah. I will try other brands, but I just hate removing gel polish. I don't know if anyone else has ever done it at home. I think it is awful. But I've gotten like okay at painting myself. Like I did, you can see there, I guess you can see, I did those myself. That was with a little Sally Hansen kit. Meta Glam, actually. It's like just out of view, but it's like right over there. Sent me a couple of polishes. Okay, one second. We need to find a charger for that. Is going to gotta go 9 p.m. West Virginia, and this vaccine is making me tired. Well, I'm so glad you got your vaccine, so I will let you go. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, anyway, so I've been like, anyways, Madame Glam sent me some polish and a little LED light, so I'm gonna try those out. I'm not sure how I'm gonna share that, like do like an at-home gel polish video. I don't really know, but we're gonna do something. Because I've been doing this a lot and I really miss getting manicures. Okay, so you made a really, really great point about some of us just wanting pretty and polished. Okay, so you start purchasing acrylic and nail polish instead. Interesting. Yeah, this has so far been working for me. I don't need long nails. I just really hate it. Mostly I think because I'm on YouTube and like doing TikToks and stuff. I really hate it when my nails look gross. I just feel like people, when they're watching your videos, like everyone is going to find something to complain about. Like one time I had a bad eyebrow day and someone's like, nice video, but your eyebrows are trash. I was like, sorry. You know, like people are like, I had one time, like just different comments, mostly positive. Like obviously if it was overwhelmingly negative, I don't think I would do it. I don't think I would like kick my tripod. I don't think I would like go live if I had an overall negative experience on YouTube. I really love it. I love like 99.9% of you. Love interacting with you guys in the comments. Small press-ons. Yeah, I like Impress. Those are good. I like those. Yeah, I just feel like if my nails look icky and I'm like filming a close-up, like holding a product or like applying makeup, I just feel like someone's gonna comment. And I really like things to look as pretty and polished as I can. So to the comment about some of us liking pretty and polished and not neon, exactly. That is what I'm here for. I have zero interest in doing like neon cut creases or doing like neon graphic liner, or like I might get really bold. I do a blue eyeliner I might use. It's like a fun summer look. You know, I like this blush situation I have going on. I like corally pink lips. I like natural looking brows. I like long, wavy, glamorous, pretty hair. Like it, I like handbags, you know, like I like pretty things. I like pink. I like looking pretty and polished. Generally speaking, I want my makeup to look kind of like a soft glam, kind of neutrally, something that looks pretty at work, pretty at an event. Like I just want to look pretty. That's all I want. I want a community of people who just want to look pretty and we can just hang out and not have to interact with any exciting colors. We can get exciting. We can have like a red lipstick. Yeah, 100%. Okay, I love that comment. I think that's great. Like, yeah, if other people want to do it online, like, I think it looks really cool. Yes, like Chanel, Andy, good plug. Like Chanel, Dior, Charlotte Tilbury, like Bobbi Brown, like these are my people. You know, Givenchy, like I just like luminous complexions, pretty makeup. And yeah, like if other people want to do that, I 100% here for it. Like other people can do it. It looks super cool on Insta. But Instagram makeup, I don't think looks very good in everyday. And I think Gracie had a great comment. I want to look like I'm going to a wedding. Yeah, like, I want to look like I'm the bride every day. Like, I want to have just like, I just want to look pretty every single day. I just want to look like the bride or look like I'm going to a wedding or like, yeah. There's my rant. So let's get back to these. Okay, so I sorted these wrong, but these are really nice from, by the way, my phone's at 20%. So it should notify me when I'm at 10%. So we should be fine. I don't have too much more to go. And we've been at this for like 70 minutes, which I'm amazed by. So these by Shea Moisture. So this is their Intensive Hydration Conditioner and the shampoo. I enjoyed these a lot. I love the smell of honey. So that was great. These are drugstore priced products. Like I'd say higher end a drugstore, but available at the drugstore. Very reasonably priced. I enjoyed these a lot, and I would use these again, contingent on me getting through everything that is existing in the bins in my bathroom. Like I don't have enough cabinet space. Fluff by Lush. One second, I'm gonna need a sip of water. I'm like talking a lot. Okay. There we go. Fluff by Lush. This is my go-to shaving cream. Love the smell. It smells like all of their pink products combined. Very smoothing. Favorite shower cream. Favorite shaving cream. I have also been using a refreshment one that I really enjoy, but this has been my go-to for years, and I need to save these for post-pandemic when I can turn these into face masks. Dermalogica Skin Hydrating Mask. This is nice. Like it, don't love it. Wouldn't go out of my way to have again, but if Dermalogica was like, hey, Alana, like, would you like this mask? I'd be like, sure. Actually, maybe after saying that, they won't want to do that, but I liked it. Yes, I do. Honestly, there are so few mascaras where I'm like, yes, I would actually pay money to have you again. Because between Ipsy and BoxyCharm and PR, like, I have like a drawer of unopened mascaras. So, okay, let's get into some of these random things. Okay, by Pixi, this Hydrating Milky Peel. I really enjoyed this. I would 100% repurchase it, but it's not available at Shoppers. So I guess in the States you can buy it, but really, really enjoyed this. Very gentle peel. 10 out of 10 would do again. I actually did a video over the summer, which was only using the Hydrating Milky line from Pixi for like a month or something. And I thought my skin looked really good, so I'm just gonna, my hair's like bothering me. Let's have to look pretty. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's get into some of this really randomness. This Goddess Cleansing Ritual Spa in a Jar from Charlotte Tilbury. I actually really like this. Every time I order from Charlotte's website, I pick this, basically, every time. So I don't have to buy it. And I've got like 12 of these, so I will one day purchase the full-size set, but I'm just going to keep on, like, I find I get like 2 uses from that sample set, so why would I buy it? I'm just going to keep getting the samples for free. This is the Seventh Heaven Superfood. This is available at Canadian drugstores, basically not Shoppers, not Rexall. So like Guardian, anything local is going to have the Seventh Heaven. This is really nice. This was 24-hour hydration avocado oil. Felt very comfortable, very soothing, enjoyed, would use again. This one is the Rubber Mask Hydration Lover by Dr. Jart. I like this a lot. I like that it is rubbery rather than like fabric. So I like this one a lot. Would use again. I always find that face so disturbing. I really hate it. Not sure if anyone else feels that way, but would purchase again. Probably wouldn't go far in my way to purchase again because I do want to get through all my face masks. I'm also drowning in those. This one by Pure Lease, their Blue Lotus Seaweed Treatment Sheet Mask. Intensely moisturizing, soothing, and balancing. I love the Pure Lease sheet masks, some of my favorite. I have a ton more of these, but I would repurchase. And often I find you get these in Ipsy or like Ipsy add-ons, so that's where I keep an eye out for those. These Makeup Cleansing Cloths by Pixi. This one I used up. This one dried out. I don't really buy makeup wipes, but they do pop up in PR from time to time. So I probably wouldn't like purchase these again, but like wouldn't be opposed if they came into my life again. I really like using these if I'm doing lip swatching videos. I find they're very effective at that. But I'm not really a makeup wipe person. I've been using reusable cotton rounds for a while. Sephora, okay, these Pearl Eye Masks. I like these. I don't love them. I wouldn't go out of my way to have them again. I probably ordered this so that way I could like get a really good sample or something, or like up my order to like get a good gift purchase. Probably what happened with these, and probably will happen with those again. This, I really, really liked this sample. How expensive is Pixi in Canada? Okay, that's a discussion we'll have in a moment, because that's like going to be its own video one day. This Herbivore Orchid Oil, loved the smell. I didn't love how it felt. I prefer more of like a squalane kind of oil, and this one was more of a dry oil, and I don't find dry oils work on me, which is disappointing because it smells like jasmine and it has the word orchid in it. Like, two of my favorite words. I wanted to love it. We're gonna save the product that drove me nuts for last. Okay, this is from Ulla Henriksen, the Transforming Walnut Scrub, the iconic one that we spoke about earlier. Finished it up, have like 1,000 more on the way. Deeply concerned that it's going to be canceled. Okay, Vichy Perfecting Toner. Really enjoy this. This is one of my go-to toners now. I use this and I have a La Roche-Posay. I don't really notice a big difference between either of them, but they're both for like sensitive, like dry skin. My skin's not really sensitive, but it is dry. And something for sensitive skin is never going to be bad for someone with normal skin, where something for people with normal skin will be bad for people with sensitive skin. Okay, this one took me forever to use up. This is a Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. Look how, look at that. Like, look how beat up it looks. I really enjoyed this. Yeah, I like Vichy a lot. Yeah, it's good. It's like not my number one, but like reliable. It's like high-end drugstore reliable. This one, I really enjoyed it. I would repurchase it. I currently in my BoxyCharm add-on have purchased a Glow Recipe one that I'm really enjoying. You know, so, but I like this one a lot. I've got some more oils I need to get through, but I would consider repurchasing. Really enjoyed this Kombucha 11% AHA Power Toner from Youth the People. It was a deluxe mini. Got it in my Ipsy. Fell in love with it. I used it about once a week, and it just really helps turn over your skin, and it tingles, and it, like, it would be too harsh to use every day. But I did repurchase this in full size. Then I went to use it the other day, and I couldn't find it. Yes, 100%. We'll get to that as well in a minute. And then I couldn't find it, so I repurchased it at Sephora. So I have two of them floating around, but I have one which I will use tonight. Clinique needing to rebrand. Yeah, I feel like it kind of feels like your mom's brand. At the same time, like, they probably have a lot of really loyal customers who know them, love them, trust them, rely upon them. So, I mean, I would personally rebrand them, but